Sometimes along comes a gun that is so different and radical, you swear it must be witchcraft and driven by the dark arts. The Red Wolf. The following programme contains no firearms, no scenes of hunting, no violence and no cruelty to animals. All guns shown are compressed air in spring, CO2 or pre-charged forms. The programme is aimed at being informative, entertaining and above all promoting safety. It is only made possible by the help from the following people who make up the production team and who give up their time and expertise free of charge. Hello and welcome to AAR On Air. I often start these reviews by saying this gun may not be suitable for everyone. Well, in this instance I can categorically state it's not for everyone. In fact, it is only for 200 people on the entire planet. 200 exclusive individuals with £2,500 sterling, that is. Is it worth that kind of money? Well, that's up to the individuals to decide on that one. I can only say that this is made of some of the finest materials and incorporates traditional beauty and skills with modern technology thrown in as well. Of course, this is the Daystate Red Wolf, but with those exclusive finishing touches added to it. So let's take a closer look. The starting point has to be that stunning laminate stock. I can only imagine where this Italian-linked company drew its inspiration from to make such a work of art. It is one of those times I can see the justification in buying a gun for the stock alone and the chance to simply take it out of that red hard case to sit and admire it. The stock itself is quite short and chunky, mainly because of that 480cc carbon fibre bottle, which incidentally should be good for between 450 and 500 shots in sub 12 foot-pounds, depending of course on calibre, which represents a tin of pellets per fill-up. Blimey, how many shots do you need from a bottle? Naturally, it's there to accommodate higher power versions, but even in 35 foot-pound you can expect around 80 shots. Not a bad day's hunting, I would say. Of course, it's questionable if you would even take this out in the field hunting. It's not exactly the right colour scheme for that. Anyway, back to that stock. It beautifully embraces that bottle and has superb flowing lines that take you right back to that multi-adjustable trigger, which would look more at home on a high-end FT rifle. The release from which is superb. Why? Because it's electronic and houses pretty much the same brain as is fitted to the Daystate Pulsar, and I can state mine is a joy to use with that electronic trigger. The stock continues down to the shaped and stippled grip, which is also comfortable to use and allows a thumbs up or thumbs down position, and has a moulded thumb recess for added comfort. The grip also houses the battery, etc., to power the electronics of this gun, and is a lithium-ion rechargeable item, and not the heavy pack of batteries as per the Pulsar. Lesson learned, methinks. Of course, you need the recharger, which is supplied in the box. Continue the flow along the stock and we find the height adjustable ambidextrous cheek rest, again to allow the shooter to find that sweet spot that suits him best. Right to the very back then we find the butt pad, which is also adjustable. Now before we leave that stunning stock, I should point out the filler point is on the underside, which is the standard Daystate fitment and has a magnetic cover to help keep things clean. Now I questioned its longevity, thinking that it's going to get lost the first time out, but it is beautifully recessed and quite a strong magnet, which I would have thought would stand the test of time. No manometer here because, of course, this has that electronic brain embedded and all the information and control you need is at hand, or should I say finger, because the computer is operated via the safety and the trigger, and it's displayed on the very clear screen. Loading can be either via the single shot tray for Puritans of ultimate accuracy, or via that faultless Daystate magazine which has become so familiar over recent years. It really has never given me any issues from the 4 Daystate rifles I have, own and use on a regular basis. Sadly it only comes with one, but they are readily available as an extra. The action is a side lever, which is an anodized item and looks amazing, and its simplicity itself to use, and even has a small magnet to keep it nice and securely in place. This is also ambidextrous and is reversible for the left-handed shooters out there. The barrel is carbon fibre shrouded, which adds to the overall looks of the gun. But in terms of silencing effect, I would recommend you use a silencer or moderator if you want to be ultimately quiet. I used the Daystate silencer when shooting this rifle, and it made quite a difference to the noise level and its bark. Now it would be quite acceptable if you were doing some target shooting without putting a silencer on at all. But if you were using this in the field, then I would strongly suggest fitting a silencer or moderator. The safety is manual and is a crossbar action showing the red dot when in fire mode. It's easily operated with your thumb, whether you're left or right-handed. The Red Wolf comes in its own hard case, which, not surprisingly, is also a rather bright shade of red, and the usual Daystate quality item. I have but one complaint here. That is the foam inlay. On the Pulsar I own, it also has a similar case, but a purpose-shaped internal, keeping everything nicely in place when transporting. The Red Wolf, however, is a simple egg box foam. The weight. Well, it's 3.5 kilograms or 7.5 pounds in medieval English, and without silencer or moderator is 99 centimetres or 39 inches long. This is the 177 version, and I was keen to test its accuracy, and not surprisingly it was pretty faultless, even with this simple 4:16 Hawk scope fitted. Conclusion then. Exclusive, expensive, beautiful, accurate, quality and desirable. Oh, to be one of the 200.